Today, we will talk about the new announcement that XRP has become the bridge currency for Japanese financial giant SBI, which is a long term Ripple partner. I believe that SBI actually owns a percentage of the company as well. And this has been in the works for a long time. The remittance payment is something that XRP and some other projects like XLM have been concentrating on for a long time, just because the market and the industry out there is very, very large. It's not nearly as large as what we talked about yesterday with the derivatives, but it is a very good application for these kinds of fast transaction, low fee chains and protocols, and it will add a lot of value, especially if and when more and more countries make a move like this. Now, I want to highlight what Crypto Mason said about this as well. We have been hearing in the XRP community for a long time that a switch will be hit and XRP will be the official crypto to replace Swift and the movement of money and value all over the world. Well, I don't know how true that actually is. I mean, it would be very hard for one company to replace one company, especially in crypto with how it is now, when so many cryptos and projects do more or less the exact same thing. However, even if it's a combination of multiple projects, multiple tokens, and multiple chains, the percentages that each will have in there will still be very large compared to what it is now, which isn't a whole lot, and that will increase the value of these chains and these tokens, as well as more and more volume goes in and out. So I don't know that a switch will be flipped. Obviously, I have talked about this in the past. I think that it'll be a lot of smaller switches that get turned on over time. But I mean, we don't really know what the elites of the world have planned, right? I mean, especially with XRP, Ripple has partnerships and they're working with the IMF, the BIS, and a lot of other countries and very large financial institutions. So it could always happen, but let's not really count on that, right? So as of right now, we're at just under 50 cents for XRP. I don't really think that we'll have any really interesting price news for a long time with altcoins, unless we see a tank in the price of Bitcoin, which could very well happen. And I'm kind of expecting one more very large pull down to like the 20K, and I think that a lot of altcoins will become very attractive at that point. I don't like the word altcoins, but that's what a lot of people understand. And I don't think that especially XRP is alternative to just about anything else out there, especially in the financial services area. But hey, you have to speak what others speak in order to communicate with them. So let's go back to this tweet. If you go to this article, which I have up here, we can see that SBI expands their partnership with Ripple to use XRP. In 2021, the company launched a service targeting digital wallets in the Philippines, making it a pioneer in using XRP as a bridge currency for international remittances in Japan. Well, this whole Southeast Asia remittance payment market is very, very large, and especially with the Philippines, Vietnam, and Indonesia as well. And if it doesn't really have a lot of really unique information in here. It's just kind of announcing that this is actually happening much more than it ever has been. It's not only a pilot now. So I found some more information on what kind of volume that the East Asia and Pacific Asian countries actually have. Well, it's about 130 billion as of 2022. And that number kind of reminded me of what the previous all-time high market cap of XRP was back when it hit a maximum of $3.84. At that time, we had a market cap of 131 billion, but the big difference was that there were only about 38 billion XRP in circulation, which is roughly, let's say, 70% of what it is now. So we would be looking at a price of about 70% of $3.84 if XRP was really able to translate this volume into a market cap, right? So we take $3.84 times 0.7, and that would equate to an XRP price of $2.69, which is just about a 5.5x over where it is now. But this remittance industry is very, very large. So if we look at what are some other countries that actually use this a lot? Well, we have a lot in the Central American corridor, which honestly, I think this article would have more information. So if we look at Latin America, 145 billion, Europe and Central Asia, 79, South Asia 176, and then Sub-Saharan Africa 53. If you add all of those up, that's probably approaching about 750 billion, which would be roughly 6 times what the old XRP market cap was, which would be an XRP of about 15 to 20 bucks. So, and of course, I mean, just because of how XRP works, you don't take up all of the XRP out there all at once. I mean, its transaction time is 3 to 4 seconds at the most. So you have to take that into account too. You don't need all of the XRP out there to move this kind of volume, meaning that you don't lock up as much XRP at one time, so the value of each XRP won't really directly proportionally relate to these kinds of price estimations and value. But if we are just able to make comparisons off to what we've seen in the past, then it makes a lot of sense. And once, in my opinion, once XRP is able to prove that it's able to work in these very large scale financial transaction applications, not just between individuals, but between financial institutions, then I think that the adoption for more of these large scale applications will be much easier as well. It is really hard to sell someone when you don't have an example of what success you have already been able to provide. So I thought that was a pretty interesting note, especially with everything else happening in the world right now. We're having a lot of economic uncertainty here in the US, and I think it's just an indicator of the changes that are happening right now. So there are a couple of other things happening with XRP and some other projects I'm interested in. So I want to put out maybe one more video today, but I can't promise anything. But I hope you hang around, and I will have some more interesting information on something else I'm interested in here soon.